All right. Then the next thing I just wanted to call out as we released this, I think 1 or 2 releases ago, but not maybe everyone might have caught this. And this is like a change into the configuration here. I'm just gonna like demo this from our docs here. Um, and so what we did here, basically we added a new block to the configuration. Uh, which is a resource plugins. This lives in the agent, right? As we just like talked about, like resource plugins are only relevant for the agent. So this is obviously same for the config. This you'll see this in the agent config. And basically what we did here is we kind of moved a whole bunch of like configuration settings that were either hard coded in the plugins or were defined at sort of like an agent level, and we moved them to a plugin specific configuration block, so you can actually tune these things per plugin. And I just wanted to quickly go over these things, as it might be a good reminder for folks like that we have these things and what they actually like do. Right. So you can now like in your config, you can basically for every resource plugin, you can instantiate a block plugin config, and in that block you can set it. You have to bring in the config type from this like pseudo file system that we create from you. So it's important for every like plugin that you like configure. You just add a line like this, and then you're kind of good to go here. And so what you can configure now is first you can enable and disable plugins. This is something we couldn't do before, so that's kind of nice thing to have. The rate limit, this is one of these that was like previously hard coded in the plugins, but especially with plugins like Kubernetes, you might want to tune this like based on your like your cluster size, right? And this rate limit is the maximum number of requests we will send to your plugin per second. So you can now kind of tune this. Retry is one of those that was actually like a global setting. You can still use the global setting as well, but you can now actually like override this per plugin. So you can see this retry here. The status check interval is how often we check. That's you probably don't want to touch this, but the max retries and like how long we wait between each retry, you can configure here. And just an FYI, this is for every error that's not a throttling error. If it's a throttling error, we already automatically kind of do an exponential back off here. But for any other error, it is how long we'll wait between. Resource types to discover, that's more like a demo use case, honestly. But if you, for whatever reason, want to limit the number of resources types that discovery picks up, you can control it here. Discovery filters is something we use like internally quite a bit, but it might also be useful if you don't want to like pick up certain resources for discovery. You can tag them, for example, and then exclude that tag. Actually, if you go to the installation docs, we recommend doing this, for example, for the agent itself, so the agent doesn't discover its own resources. And then the last one, the label config. This is also an important one that maybe not everyone is aware of, or sometimes you learn about it too late. And so the label config is basically a configuration that allows you to determine how like labels for resources get calculated that are discovered. So say your like discovery runs in AWS, and you have like a scheme where like you have like tagged every resource in AWS with a name tag, and you would like to use that name tag as the label for the discovered resources. Then this is where you would configure this. You can specify this as a JSON path query over like the the properties of the resources that will be evaluated at discovery time, and the label will be assigned accordingly. Now, most plugins come with like sensible defaults here, but if you want to override that, or you're like, creating your own plugin, then this is sort of like the place to go. Yeah, that's mostly it. Maybe just really quickly, we are aware that the IDE support for editing this config is not great yet. This is mostly because of like these pseudo file systems, and we are working on kind of improvements on the LSP to better to improve the IDE support for editing the config. But yeah, that's pretty much it.